Hi everybody, welcome to Ultralord Music Productions YouTube channel. I am Welkom in Ultralord Studios. I took it upon myself to do a little bit of YouTube videos because everybody's been requesting me to do tutorials about how to do recording, mixing and everything like that. So I started teaching now, and this is my first video. Let me give you a little background on myself. As you know, my name is Welkom, aka Soul Jack the Ultralord, and I am a music producer. I used to work in Bloemfontein a couple of years back doing, freelance recording at Stresso Studio. Also did a lot of other freelance work for people, other smaller artists and smaller independent group. Worked for Gold FM and the Fika FM as well, where I did radio ads and voiceover work. If you haven't heard this voice before, welcome. Oh, hi. Earlier today I had an argument with a friend of mine trying to figure out what is the cost to open up your own recording studio. And we took in considerations from things like microphones, your interface, your PC, etc., etc., and trying to figure out what the cost should be. Now I'll ask you guys, the listeners or the viewers at home, what do you think the cost should be for starting up your own home studio? And I got very interesting amounts. Now I'm talking about things that are in the 100,000s, 55,000 Rand, 100 something thousand Rand, which I think is absolutely crazy for, today's standard and today's technology that we have that does music and everything like that. Why do I say this? My biggest thing that I say that already, okay, let's just chop out all the nonsense real quick. Let's not just get out like talking about monitors and everything. Let's just talk about the stuff you have at home already that you can use to do music production. For example, the computer that you're using to watch this video on is probably good enough to do music production. You know what I mean? Like the standard PC, maybe Mac, if you're a Mac guy. I'm a PC guy myself. The 5 components I think you need to do music production at home. First of all, you would need a PC. PC is the biggest thing that you obviously do. That's like your hub of your process. You know what I mean? Well, actually, it's your hub of all your information's being processed and everything like that. You need a PC to obviously store the tracks you're doing for recording, to everything. So your PC that you're using, like I mentioned before, is, if you're watching this video on a PC, is probably good enough to use for music production. You can obviously Google it yourself and see what specs you recommended, but anything from a gig RAM to a decent CPU, dual core, quad core, doesn't really matter, just as long as it gets the job done. I mean, music production doesn't really need so much power as you would need for video production, which is crazy. I mean, like, you need at least minimum 4 gigs RAM for video production, but I'm not really talking about that today. Today I'm talking about music production. But anyway, you need a PC. Doesn't matter if it's MacBook or Macintosh. If you're a Mac guy, do that. If it's PC, like myself, because that's what I can afford, you go with PC. The second, number 2, most important thing that you're gonna need is your DAW. Now, for the viewers at home who don't know what a DAW is your digital audio workstation. Now, that is where your programs like FL Studio, Pro Tools, GarageBand, Logic Pro, Reasons, Cubase, list goes on. That's where you do your music production, where you find your virtual instruments like your VSTs, your other plugins for where you can get your compressors, your equalizers, reverbs, etc., are all found in there as well. Now, whatever DAW you use is really up to you. I recommend you use a DAW that other people are using around you, so it's easier for you guys to share your files and everything like that. Me, myself, I personally work with FL Studio and Cubase. I'm trying to learn Pro Tools right now because when you get into a higher level, when you're going to be doing more commercial stuff, where you have to send your tracks out to radio things and etc., they're going to be expecting Pro Tools, because that is what you call industry standard. But again, that's for another time. But anyway, your DAW. The third important thing, or third component that you need for starting up your home studio, is a microphone. Yes, that is right, a microphone. What microphone you need? There are tons, thousands, 100,000s, millions of microphones out there, well, microphone brands, that is. But you get your three most basic type of microphones. You get your dynamic microphones. That's the stuff you usually see on stages where it's kind of like a handheld you speak on. Actually, let me show you right now. These are the three most common types of microphones that you get. You get, number one, your dynamic microphones. These are obviously your handheld microphones. Well, yeah, they're handheld, small. They're very compact, and they don't use, they use get too complicated. These are your small compact microphones that you use mostly on stages. You see your vocal singers hooked up on a nice little what's the thing? Hooked up on a nice little mic stand and people are talking on it. These are your standard dynamic microphones. Second type of microphone you get is your condenser microphones. Now these are more studio used microphones, although you can use them for drum overheads, actually pretty much anything you want. But most of the time you see this in a studio application or live application. And the third type of microphones, which I don't have yet because they're very expensive, are your ribbon microphones, which I haven't really had so much experience with those, but the other two I do. Now, what we've done, the fourth most important thing that you need for music production at your home studio is a audio interface. Now your audio interface is what powers your microphones and converts the electrical signals from the microphones into like ones and zeros, so your computer can interpret it for doing where you can process the signal and everything like that. So the type of interface you use, again, is depending to you on what kind of stuff you need to do on your home studios. For instance, if you are planning on recording drums, you're going to need obviously an interface with a lot of channels that you can plug in, like a 4-channel and above. Things like your M Audio Fast Track Ultra, hell, even get the M Audio Fast Track 8, I believe. But anyway, it's a lot of inner channels. Or you can go something a little bit smaller if you're going to do things, just simple stuff like just recording vocals, or you're going to be just recording guitars, or just recording, something that just needs one channel. So you're going to get obviously a smaller interface. Now, getting a smaller interface at a home studio would be most advised because, what space do you have to record drums? I mean, you don't have those big auditoriums, whatever they use to record drums or anything like that. But again, later. Your fifth and final thing you need to start up your home studio is something to monitor your music. Now, people are under this misconception that you're going to need these big fancy studio monitors to do music production at a professional level, but you don't really 100% need them. Like, don't get me wrong over there before people, shoot me down and stuff like that. You can get away with doing proper music production if you just have headphones, and it will really eliminate so many problems that you will go through. For instance, if you have headphones, the room isn't irrelevant, you know what I mean? The reverb and everything that you hear in the room, gone. Plus, headphones are way cheaper, like a good pair of headphones. Don't get me wrong, don't go out buying, product brand or name brand or anything like that, like Beats by Dre or like Skull Candies, and expect to do what you call professional mixing and stuff like that. One is because they are specifically tailored for listening to music, not for actually making music. And yeah, pretty much like that. The EQ curve on the headphones and everything are different. So you need something like, your AKGs, Samsung headphones, things like that to actually listen to the music and everything. Now, the prices of these kind of things I will actually go into a little bit, but I think that you just need a bare minimum of 4,000 Rand. Actually, you can even go a little bit, about 4,000 Rand to do your home studio, because the prices for things nowadays are ridiculous. I mean, you can get away with a very decent and a very powerful microphone for about 1,000 Rand. You know what I mean? 1,000 Rand microphone is good enough for music production and so forth and so forth. Now, you can also get a combination, bundles of these things, because I know the Focusrite Scarlett comes with a microphone, headphones, and interface for about 3,000 roundabout over there, depending on retail prices and everything like that, where you can pretty much start doing music production immediately with those. But I'm not gonna, again, I haven't mentioned things like mic stands, cables, and all those kind of stuff, because you don't really need them to actually be recording music, but those are just accessories. They can help with music production, so get them. But for just doing normal audio production and normal things like that, what you got over there. Thank you for listening for this video. If you like it, please hit that subscribe button. I don't know where it is. I don't know how YouTube works, so just hit it somewhere over there. Share, tell friends, tell people about, so your boy Soul Jack over here doing them YouTube videos, and I'll try to, put more videos up every week, every Saturday, where actually what I really want to do is make a YouTube video to do a lot of music reviews for people in and around 057, do a little bit of music tutorials, and obviously expand my own music to you. But thank you guys for being an awesome listener, and I'll check you again next week.